Zoe.
I'm getting close. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Zoe.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Wake up! Wake up! You're around the dog now. I'm gonna put you out of your misery. Bring it on!
Charge complete.
Hey! You remember me, right? You remember the time I broke your nose when we were kids? You remember when I clotheslined you into the swamp?
Charge complete.
One hit, unguarded, and fucking. That's the end of it. Okay.
Charge complete.
You never had it in you. You were a whip, Jack. Never could beat me. Just
Wait for him to get up. Wait for him to get up.
don't mean I can't still kick your ass.
Fuck. No! No! He's fast!
Hey, you ain't cheating now, are you?
No! He's so fast! No! No!
Let me kill you.
Charge.
Farewell from the family, brother.
Ah! Need a heart rate monitor. Oh my god.
Zoe.
We did it.
Zoe.
We did it.
You're gonna be all right now.
So glad I saved those shotgun rounds.
Zoe.
Made the boat boss hard as fuck, but
Wake up, Zoe.
Joe, what happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't you worry about it.
Zoe looks like a Final Fantasy summon. Sumo said it best.
Go! Don't move!
You're too fucking late, man.
Get down! Weapons down! Weapons down! It's all right. You must be Zoe Baker.
Who the hell's asking?
Chris Redfield. Been looking all over for you. We're here to help.
You're gonna be just fine.
I was trapped with those monsters for 3 years. All of them trying to kill me. I can't believe it's finally over.
You gotta know. Deep down somewhere, they were still your family. And they loved you. Especially your daddy. Even in his final days.
Get Sweden on the phone. Wake up, Sumo. Wake up, Sumo Wish.
Found her. She's a tough kid.
Oh,
Of course. Hang on.
we did it. Oh, I did it. We did it.
Someone wants to speak to you.
I could never have done it without you guys. Holy shit. I wanted to give up so many times.
Zoe, are you there?
It's you. I don't believe it. You actually made it.
I don't believe it either.
We both did.
You didn't forget about me.
I told you I'd send help, and I always keep my promises.
Thank you, Ethan.
We did it. We did it. Oh. How many restarts did it
We've
take?
managed to avoid drowning.
We have managed to avoid drowning. 92 restart. I died 92 times. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Does that count? Does that count retries as well? I guess it does. I mean, I also retried a lot. Okay. Extreme Plus challenges. Complete all challenges to obtain infinite weapons. Why would you do that? You already beat the hardest difficulty. What more do you have to prove?
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
I hope it records. It should record. No, it'll record. It records on the stream. Oh my goodness. I did it. Fucking did it. I fucking did it. I fucking cleared it all. We cleared it all. I keep saying I. It's we. No way could I have done this on my own. I probably would have said fuck this a long time ago. and just given up. But it's kind of my brand, you know, to always go after all the trophies. And I made that poll, and everyone said, do the DLC and do all the trophies. So it's like, okay, all right. Then we'll do it. I'm like fighting a war with Resident Evil 7. Like, there's been casualties. Like, Resident Evil 7 sometimes wins the battle, but so far I'm winning the war. And war is hell. AMG Duel. So I can use it on both hands now. But, I mean, I beat the hardest difficulty. What else is there to, you know? I mean, I guess if I haven't done melee only at this point, I could do that. But I already did that. King of the Swamp. It's a gold trophy. Sumo said he wanted to see a clip. So here's looking at you, Sumo. We got left. We have 4 trophies left. We have 3 trophies related to Jack's birthday. And we have Ethan Never Dies. Complete Ethan Must Die. Ethan Must Die is one of the most difficult trophies. I think the consensus is it's the most difficult trophy of Resident Evil 7. I guess we'll find out. 90% complete. Gold trophies are worth a lot of points. Let's sync with the PlayStation Network. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Got the platinum and kept going. Oh, look at that. Not a hero. Complete. Boom. End of Zoe. Complete. Boom. King of the Swamp. What is that? What does the trophy look like? I think it's the fist. Ultra rare 0.2% of players earned. All right, thoughts about it, because I'm gonna have to have thoughts about it, because I'm probably gonna clip this. Okay. Thoughts. Damn. They don't. It doesn't mess around. Like, it doesn't mess around. This was a legitimate challenge. It wasn't impossible. But it was definitely a challenge. You can't you play it basically completely different. It's very interesting. So they've taken the engine of Resident Evil 7 and the mechanics present in the main game, and in the DLC they pushed it as far as it can go. I don't know what the order was at Capcom for the amount of DLC they had to make, but there's a lot of creativity at play here. The Resident Evil 7 is a surprisingly mechanically deep game, and there's a lot you can do with it. The traps. The enemies are so difficult, and they swarm you so well, and half the time you're in an area surrounded by traps that it is to your advantage to use the traps against the enemies, because they're not immune to traps. In some cases, you basically can't get through the area until you clear out the traps. So you either use some of your extremely limited inventory, or you lead an enemy into the trap. The hardest difficulty is not just add some health to the enemy, take some health away from you. It's not just a numbers game. It's a legitimate challenge. The enemy placement is different. The traps are different. I think End of Zoe is the hardest difficulty is the most different from like the normal difficulty, because there's no traps at all. I don't remember any traps at all in the original difficulty. I don't remember any crates at all, and not all the crates are traps. And it's almost sadistic. They'll hide trapped crates behind regular crates. So you'll walk up to a crate and it ticks. You're like, okay, never mind. But there's a chem fluid in there that can be used to make a bomb. That might be your only chance of getting past the next area. It's borderline sadistic, and it really makes you pay attention to what you're doing, and really think about when you're going to use your weapons and when you're not. Like, I could see you getting to the end of the game and just not having enough resources to kill the boss. It seems out of character for them to give you healing items in the boss arena, which I didn't think they were going to do that. So I ended up with like 3 or 4 healing items. But he is so fast toward the end. He is just pummeling you, and he's just moving around. He's hitting you from all sides. He is so fast. I mean, it's a beat 'em up from the first person perspective. But it only took me a couple tries to kill him. Oh man, this was more of a challenge. This is more of a challenge than Not a Hero. But Not a Hero, like, if you ran out of ammo, like, that was it. With this, your skill can make up for your lack of resources eventually, which makes it a very well-balanced difficulty, or it makes it a very well-balanced piece of content. Not a Hero, like, you have the melee mechanic, where if you block at just the right moment, you can hit him and instantly kill an enemy. That mechanic is completely absent from the final boss, which seems very odd. You can't use it at all in the final boss. Like, I guess the idea is you use melee on the enemies. That way you can save as much ammo as possible for the final boss. But if you didn't do that, and you get to the end with, like, no ammo, like, you're fucked. But that's kind of par for the course in Resident Evil. For this one, they take a different route. For this DLC, they take a different route. It's mostly melee focused. They go complete opposite. They take away basically all of your ammo away. I want to say there's only a couple of shotgun shells in the entire game. I want to say there's 4 total, and I got 3. But they do a lot of damage to whoever you fight with them, and you're not going to want to waste them on a random enemy. The shotgun rounds basically become Magnum rounds, like the way Magnum rounds worked in the old game. Like, you wanted to save them for, like, really tough areas. The most difficult part was easily Jack on the boat. It was so difficult. You had to hit him so many times. It was so long. You felt like you were doing no damage to him, and it just never ended. and he only had to get a couple good hits in on you, and you're almost dead. And I didn't have healing items, so I had to sit through the animation of eating whatever I was eating. And I had to run away from him. And he's not that fast, but like it doesn't take many hits for him to get in, you know? And there's no healing items in the boss arena, not like there is on the normal difficulty. It was very satisfying to figure out something and figure out a way to trap enemies or lure them into traps. The difficulty was a lot of fun. It was definitely a force to be reckoned with. I kind of wish I did this for Not a Hero, but I guess I'll talk about Not a Hero in this one as well. Not a Hero frustrated me to no end. It made me, like, angry. It pushed me. I think it pushed me more than this, because I kind of had experience with Not a Hero, so I kind of knew what to expect. I jumped into Not a Hero Professional difficulty, thinking it was just a slightly harder version of the normal difficulty. Nuh-uh. You don't get any special items at all, basically. For about half of Not a Hero, you have no weapons at all. I think you have a knife. That's it. In this DLC, they give you all your items up front, but there's very limited ammo, so you don't want to use them. You want to use as few stuff as possible, and you have to use ammo to get rid of the traps in some instances. You get a bit creative about punching the traps, but like that's not a guarantee. Cassette tapes. There's a decent number of cassette tapes. There's probably slightly more than you need, but at the same time, there are these long stretches of gameplay where you just don't have a save area. And you could run back and save every time, but like, then you have to run back. It gets really tedious. It just adds to your gameplay. Overall, it's a decent challenge, and if you haven't played this on the hardest difficulty, I say give it a shot. I don't know if you need to push through and finish it, but like, give it a try. It changes the game. The only thing that's the same is the level geometry, and that's about it. It's a completely new game. It's a completely new way to play it. And I really like how Resident Evil 7 does difficulty, where it's not just more health, it's not just scarcer items, it's like a completely different game, damn near, which gives it a lot of replayability. Alright, that's enough for me. Future Kashmir Z, you can stop right here. Peace out.